All right, everybody. It's Friday, May 17th, 2024. I'm currently in a trade on this move down here on the 5 minute. We've created a new fair value gap, so I've got that marked out. We're on a slow trend down here and been in quite a range since the London and Asia markets too. I did a little trading and I've been trading London session and I like it just because it's a lot slower. I'm able to trade the ranges fairly successfully, and so I think I'm going to keep playing around with that. I'm looking for a movement down here close to the 517, 5317 level. By entry, I'm not too happy with it just because I'm kind of in the middle of this larger range, but because of this move down, I wanted to play out my trade idea and see how we go. The markets are pretty flat. It's Friday, lower volume, all that shenanigans. So let's sit here and see if this one plays out. And yes, I'm wearing the same color shirt as the other day. Maybe I did laundry or maybe I did it. In Gucci. I'm currently at about a 2-point stop loss, 3-point take profit. Back on 3 contracts. I want to make this as similar to what I'll be live trading once I get my funds into NinjaTrader. I'm waiting on the bank transfers to go through. And we might see this retest. Let's see. Right here. I might have my take profit a little low, but let's see what happens here. I like the downward movement on the 1, on 5. We have these wicks down here, so we could move back down. And who knows, I could be totally wrong on this trade, but let's see. What I'm looking at here is the trend line. The 5, like I mentioned a little earlier, is we've got this downtrend. I need to adjust my trend lines here, but even on the 15, we've got a lot of downward momentum. So that's why I feel fairly confident in this trade currently. There was no news this morning. FOMC member Waller speaks. Should I know who that is? They don't know who I am. I adjusted my stop loss here to be right above these wicks. Not liking that 15-minute candle. Who knows? 3 more minutes for that candle to close. Let's see if we go all the way back down. Should technically move this up about 18. Let's do 5-3-18. 25. We'll call this oh no, I moved it. Okay, there we go. Stop limit set, break even, free trade. No, not a free trade. I'm gonna go right above that wick. There we go. Quick $375 in paper profit. Let's see how far down this goes. Yeah. Nice little bounce. This is going to act as support. Initial balance low is about, London session low, 5,312. Our initial balance low is around 5,315, so we could technically see this run down a bit more into this liquidity zone. But as a trader, we must learn to take our profits because a profit's a profit. And when I accidentally removed my stop earlier, I had to manually place one here. And so when you've got an order, if you're using ThinkorSwim, you've got to click flatten. That'll clear everything off of your or order book, and you're good for your next trade. I mean, you could totally leave it there if you want, if you're going to enter and out of the trade, but I always recommend sitting out for a little bit, whether you have a winning or losing trade. That way you aren't, one, over trading, but also emotionally trading. And so right now I'm just curious to see how this price action is going to play out, where we're going to head. And again, I think we could retest the initial balance low from the first hour-ish of the market. And aside from that, if we bounce off this lower 5,315 level, we might just be in this Friday range day, which, I technically like these range days, because if you're seeing it happen and on lower volume days, it's pretty easy to trade the tops and bottoms, but we've all had those days where you trade the bottom or the top and then it moves completely in the opposite direction. But that's why we like to look at everything we can from the previous sessions, because we can kind of tell we're still in this range and we haven't had any momentum up or down. I'm going to let this run for a couple more minutes here, see where we land, and I'll end the video for today. I want to see if we'll bounce off this level here. A little tickle, a little bounce. See if we hold. Wait for this candle to close. I'll give it one more minute after this, and then we'll call it a day. I want to see if we're going to bounce back up towards this trend line here. If we go lower, I figure that we'll have pretty strong support here at the 5,313 level. That's the London session low. Okay, well, let's call this a day. I am going to eat my lunch, and I'll catch you on the flip side next trade day. Peace.